All right, I am live. Um, this is my upgrade. I'm kind of stupid and didn't realize that I had to also do one of these. I don't know why. I thought it was a group project, so it's a bit late. Sorry about that. Anyways, essentially, I will demonstrate real quick. Um, I did two things. I worked with B for the confetti button, and then I created, or not created, but I added this show FPS feature. So it's actually kind of funny. I'll show off the confetti button first. Um, so the confetti button creates, as you can see, confetti, and it creates a lot of it. And so when we were testing this, we found that the more confetti that you added, the lower the frames got. And so I was kind of getting curious if I could add if Flutter even had a FPS counter. And so I found this package online that allowed me to put in an FPS counter. But essentially, this is maxed out confetti particles and then also maxed out blast radius. The only thing we could possibly do is add more points because we have 1 point down here shooting out confetti and then 1 point up here shooting out confetti. And this button can be spam clicked to cause maximum chaos. This is the lowest I've been able to get the FPS though, is to around 7. I was trying to get it down to 1 or 2 frames per second, but yeah, it was kind of just funny and just to see how kind of these things work and how screen effects like this work. Um, anyways, kind of showing off the confetti a little bit. It's in this package called confetti .dart. It was basically this one that we found online. Was able to really easily download using the it's called the terminal, essentially down here. But with that, confetti is actually kind of set up relatively easily. So we have this confetti controller essentially that we can set the duration. So the duration is currently set to a minute. So every time you press this button, it's going to be going for a minute. This is essentially just to drop it, drop the frames as low as we possibly can. But if we're going for something more practical and actually worthwhile, we probably do about 5 seconds for this. And I'll show that off in a minute. But yeah, essentially we have our confetti function, and then essentially if all the users' answers are correct, they get the actual confetti, which is called by this confetti controller or top controller dot play function, and that allows the confetti to do its thing. The FPS counter is actually pretty easy. It's in a package called UID, I believe, if I got that right. Or, oh no, sorry, something else. Sorry, this one is just called show fps.dart. This one was actually really simple once I was able to find it and get it installed. The installation process took me a little bit because the package was being a little bit funny. But once I got it installed, you literally just wrap your main widget. You just wrap your main widget with show OPS, and then show charts. So visible allows the whole thing to be seen. Show chart is what actually controls this top chart up here. And then alignment top left, I can do top right if we wanted to move it. And then kind of just whatever other orientations that we want. But top left is fine. There we go. There we go. So we are going to. Kind of break it, did I? No. Okay. Sweet. So kind of just to show off how this button works and how the confetti would actually kind of look, so it's not horrendous. Start quiz. So I kind of showed it working before. If I just kind of spam click through here, and then try to do confetti for the observing, it's not going to work because the confetti only shows up if the user is to answer all the questions correctly. So if we were to restart this and actually take the quiz, main building blocks are widgets, combining widgets and code. Stateful widget is to update the UI. We'll always use stateless widgets more often. Nothing happens. UI is not updated. Update data. And how should you update constant state? There we go. Sweet. So now that we've answered all the things correctly, we can go confetti to observing. And then, bam. So you can see the FPS drops pretty drastically, but will start to pick up again as a lot of these particle effects kind of disappear. And then goes back up, more particles are disappearing, and there we go. So it works. It's kind of silly. It's kind of fun, but it does work. Yeah, everything's pretty much working on the quiz app. Quiz is working. Everything looked pretty. Styling's pretty, and yeah, that was an upgrade. It's basically a button that creates confetti, and then a chart that shows our FPS over time. That's it.